Therapeutic Behavioral Services, or TBS, is a short-term intensive behavioral approach. We are added to any of our FIT or wraparound teams, whether that be internally with Stanford Sara or with some of our external providers. And we really do come alongside and really focus on one behavior that's putting a youth the most at risk of losing their placement. So whether they are in one of our short-term residential treatment facilities and going to a higher level of care, whether they have had hospitalizations or assessments in the past, we really come alongside the treatment team and the family and really focus on one specific behavior and really try our best to really give coping skills to the youth, but also really coach caregivers to be able to see a decrease in that behavior to where the family can continue to sustain and be able to move forward in therapy services. Our day-to-day look for our analysts is coming out to either the community, out into the home, at school when schools are in session, and really being able to coach kids in the moment when behaviors are most occurring. Your analyst will see you somewhere between 3 to 4 times a week, just depending on the intensity and where you're at in services. So you're going to be seeing your analyst a lot. And really the hope is that you're going to start seeing a decrease in that behavior that's putting them the most at risk of moving to that higher level of care.
I think TBS is important for young people because it's a program that provides an intense level of care, being able to support the kids that are in jeopardy of losing their placement and moving to a higher level of care. So TBS provides services anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, once again, depending upon the intensity of the behavior and where the kid is at. So it's a program that also is able to go into multiple arenas. So we can go into the home, we go into the school, we meet out in the community, we can go to different practices, so being able to support the youth in different areas of their life. And being able to give kids in the moment coaching when the behaviors are kind of at its highest peak, and being able to support those kids, being able to build relationships with the kids, and then also being able to coach the caregivers, so those parents, grandparents, foster parents, also on the different skills that they'll need to learn in order to support the youth and being able to manage those behaviors as well. So TBS is a critical program. I think it's essential to being able to help kids stabilize and then maintain those placements so they don't wind up having to go to a higher level of care.
The kids who come to us at TBS are usually going through some of the darkest points in their lives. And for me, what I love what we do is that we're really able to come advocate for kids and really put fresh perspective on some situations and really being able to support some kids in their most challenging moments. With us being a short-term program, we don't usually get to see them all the way through to the point where they're thriving, but we usually get to see them on the upward swing. And I think for me, I'm just so passionate about being able to see kids being able to make that shift and really start to thrive without needing our services, which is very exciting.
The reason I'm so passionate about the work is that it provides me with an opportunity to be able to give back to the kids, be able to provide some role modeling, some ability to be able to help support kids that are struggling, and being able to provide some mentoring. When the kids come to TBS, they're in a crisis situation. Their placement is at risk, in jeopardy of going to a higher level of care. So TBS provides these youth an opportunity to have somebody one-on-one that can support them in the moment when the behaviors are at its heightened state, and being able to coach them in the moment with different replacement behaviors, coping skills, meditation, relaxation skills, really just an opportunity to get somebody that has some experience and some knowledge about how to manage those behaviors and being able to give that to the kids in the moment when they're struggling. What I also enjoy is the opportunity of watching the kids' journey, and it's not always easy. The kids kind of have these ups and downs, but being able to be with them during that whole ride, watching them start at a place of struggle and then working their way through to where they're striving and really successful in the program. They're successful in their homes, in their schools, because of the support that TBS has been able to give and provide for them that hopefully helps them take that not just during TBS, but take that with them once they get out of the program as well.
The staff that we have at Stanford Sierra Youth and Families are phenomenal people. They are all very passionate about their kids. They're always sharing their stories, their struggles, but mostly their successes during each one of our meetings each week. And I just am so grateful that we have such an amazing staff that really do have the connection to the work and really want to support families in those most challenging times, and they're not afraid to get in there and get dirty. So I know for me specifically, just being able to support staff who are supporting our families and they're on the front lines, it's just amazing to get to see the transformations that kids are making.